Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where I pretend to review a bunch of stuff. Whatever. Anyways, if you're new here, I appreciate you clicking on this video. I assume you clicked on it after you saw the little clip playing for a bit and saw my beautiful face. If you are coming back, great. Welcome back. So yeah, let's get on with the video review. That was a really shitty intro. What can you do? Anyway. Today I am reviewing the Heroin Busters. It is from Arrow Video. It was released in this box set, Rogue Cops and Racketeers, two crime thrillers by Enzo G. Castellari. I already did the first one, which was The Big Racket. I did that one a little while ago. I'll put the link somewhere up on the screen and down in the description. In that video, I kind of went more into detail about the box set and the booklet and everything in it. So today I'm just going to focus strictly on the movie and on this Blu-ray itself. So let's begin talking about what the Heroin Busters is about. It's also called, I remembered what it was and then I completely forgot. It's also called La Via della Droga, which is Italian for the drug route. Basically, the film follows Fabio Testi as a deep undercover cop trying to get himself wrapped up in like this drug ring, basically. The drug ring kind of goes everywhere. It goes like Hong Kong, Colombia, Rome, New York. It's a drug route. And an Interpol agent played by David Hemmings, who you would know from Deep Red. If you follow this channel, you probably watch very similar movies that I do. He knows that Fabio is undercover, but he has to kind of pretend that he isn't. So there's a lot of like back and forth where they're like pretending to beat up each other and stuff like that. But basically, Fabio is trying to get in with this drug ring. So they plan this elaborate scheme. Eventually, it works. He gets in with the drug ring. The head guy. Can't remember his name, but a lot of the actors that are in the Heroin Busters were in The Big Racket. It's almost like they just kind of carried over a lot of the same actors. I mean, obviously it's a different movie. But yeah, so you can expect very similar theme. What's cool about this movie is Goblin does the music, and it's pretty sweet. What else about the Heroin Busters? It's pretty action-packed. It's 94 minutes, and it does not slow down. It's fairly action-packed. There's a pretty cool motorcycle chase that happens in like a bunch of ruins in Rome and stuff like that. There's a lot of pretty cool shootouts. The ending really cool with it's like two planes battling each other in the sky. Supposed to be on the special features. It mentions that Enzio wanted to have a bigger ending, more shots of the plane, but the plane, they wouldn't give it to him for the final shoot, so they had to kind of just use what they did. I thought it looked great. I thought it was really cool. What's funny, though, is Fabio, his character, is like a jack of all trades. He knows everything. He's like an expert at absolutely everything. He can ride bikes. He gets in the airplane. He fiddles around for a bit and is like, I don't know, boop, 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 boom, takes off. And then he's doing like freaking stunts in the sky and flips and turns. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's just, it's a fun movie. I really liked The Big Racket, and I really like the Heroin Busters. I actually really want to check out some more of his films. I saw a couple other films listed in the features. They talked about Enzo's credits, and there's a couple that I really want to check out. So I just wanted to quickly tell you about the film. It's definitely worth checking out. It's action-packed. I didn't really have any issues with it. I mean, sometimes the plot's a little hit or miss, especially at the beginning, where they make it seem like David Hemmings' character isn't aware of Fabio is undercover. But then later on in the movie, he's like, no, I just had to pretend. But the way they played it out, I don't know for sure if he knew at the beginning. It's a little iffy, so it's a little tightening of the script probably would have helped. But I mean, whatever. It's still lots of action. But yeah, it's a great film. I definitely think you're going to like it, especially if you like The Big Racket. So let's discuss now the Blu-ray. As already mentioned, I have discussed in the previous review of The Big Racket, I've discussed about the box set, so I wasn't going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about this. I want to mention it's a brand new 2K restoration. Looks great. There is some damage along the top, like along the edge of the film. Nothing super distracting, but it is there. It's not complete. It's not a complete clean restoration, but I mean, it's as good as it's going to get. Of course, until they do a 4K restoration and release it in UHD, which they'll probably eventually do down the road. There is the original Italian and English. I started watching it in Italian. Couldn't keep up with the subtitles and the action. I was just having a hard time keeping up, so I switched it over to English. And honestly, I feel like the film should be watched in English. It has a lot of people speaking English. And then, of course, they dubbed it anyway, but you can tell they were speaking English. And there's a point in the film where one of the characters, one of the bad guys, is caught, and David Hemming's character is like, oh, he doesn't speak, like he only speaks Italian or whatever. He doesn't specifically say. And then the guy starts talking Italian, and they're like, shut up, we can't understand you. So if the movie was in Italian, that scene wouldn't have made sense. See what I mean? So I thought that was a little weird. But yeah, you do have the option for English and Italian, and you got the subtitles. It sounds great. Goblin soundtrack, like I said. Beautiful. What else? That's the audio, that's the video. The video, is good. Special features, there's quite a bit on here. There's a new audio commentary by critics Adrian J. Smith and David Flint. There's a new video interview with co-writer and director Enzo G. Castellari. There is a Drug Squad, a new video interview with actor Fabio Testi. A lot of these are just, if you watch the Big Racket interviews, you can tell, like, it's all just, they just did it at the same time. So it's, buying the box set, it's nice, because it's a cohesive, everything fits together. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, The Drug Dealer, a new video interview with actor Massimo Venni. He was in The Big Racket as well. He's another one of I think it was like Angel Face is what they called him in that one. This one, a little bit smaller of a role, but he still is an important character. How They Killed the Italian Cinema, a new video interview with editor Gianfranco M. Cucci. A Cop on the Set, a new video interview with retired Poliziotto and criminologist Nikolai Longo. I'm really destroying those names. And then a really cool interview with, it's called the Heroin Busters. It's a new appreciation and career retrospective of composer's Goblin by musician and disc collector Lovely John. He did another one on the previous one on Big Racket. This one talks a lot about Goblin, talks about the revolving door of members into the group, analyzes the film later it's a long feature in the film, or in the feature he analyzes some scenes of the music and stuff. It's really good. And then we have a theatrical trailer and an image gallery. Inside we have the disc, we have some lobby cards. It was like probably 6 lobby cards. And then we have what you saw earlier. We have the reverse sleeve, which has the Italian name on it. So that's it. That is the Heroin Busters. Which one did I like better? The Big Racket or the Heroin Busters? Honestly, I think I liked the Heroin... Jesus Christ, stay there. I like the Heroin Busters probably better than the Big Racket, but I also really like Big Racket. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to say buy this box set because both films are so solid. But if I wanted to review, rate just the Heroin Busters, I would give it, I'm gonna be very generous. I'm gonna give the whole package. I'm gonna give it 4.5 heroin bags out of 5. Out of 5 Jack of all trades Fabio Testi's beautiful man face. There we go. 4.5 out of 5. So that's it. So that is my review. I appreciate you guys coming back. I appreciate you if you're new here. Like I said, awesome. Can't believe you clicked on this video. Why? There's so many other videos out there. Why would you click on me? But you know what? You probably didn't stick around long enough to see this part of the video. because this is where I get emotional. This is where I connect with my viewers at the end. I connect with them. I tell them stories. I tell them bits of my past. That's not true, actually. I'm just beg for money at the end. I beg for clout. I just want clout. Give me the clout. I want you to check out Twitter. I want you to check out Instagram. Search for Cultsploitation. Search for importtaste.ca, because it's Canadian and I am Canadian. What else can we do? We got Blood and Black Rum. We have that podcast. We have the Facebook group. Search Cultsploitation. We have a page. We have a Patreon if you want to send us some money. I mean, why wouldn't you send us money? What are you gonna spend your money on? Huh? Food? Gas? No. You're going to spend it on people telling you to spend your money. Exactly. So, have a good day. Love you.